Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy JY and I'm coming at you guys today with a discussion video. Today we're going to talk about what it takes to get good at Yu-Gi-Oh! So it's the new year, it's 2022, we're a couple days into the year. Today is the 3rd of January and at this stage, most people have either failed or already compromised on their New Year's resolutions. Which is kind of why I waited a few days to make this video. And this video is actually made with a specific person I know in mind. They probably know who they are, but what I say in this video can be applied to anybody. All right, so you want to get good at Yu-Gi-Oh! I think the most important thing is to acknowledge your desire to get good at the game, okay? So I've seen this countless times, like people will enter an event with a strategy that's clearly not viable under the pretense of playing for fun. Or they'll be playing a meta deck and they clearly have not play tested enough, okay? And then when they lose, they'll be complaining and be really salty and just complaining about losing. And if you were just playing for fun, then why are you complaining and being so unpleasant to be around now that you've lost, okay? So it's meant for those people, all right? And yeah, this is also not meant as an attack to any casual player. Like if you actually are a casual player and just play for fun, then that's totally cool. You know, I'm not placing any value judgment here whatsoever. So this is not meant for you. This is just meant for those people who actually want to get good at the game and they want to win, but they haven't really acknowledged their desire to do so. And then you can clearly see their frustrations when they've lost, at tournaments. And they're not, the most pleasant to be around. So it's for those people. And this is also for anyone who actually just wants to improve at the game, okay? So the first step, you need to acknowledge your desire to get good and acknowledge your desire to win, all right? So once you've actually acknowledged that within yourself, then we can actually move on to the next step. The next most important thing is you need to make the most of the resources that you have. So we all have lives outside of this card game. We all have, people who have jobs, families, relationships, you're at school maybe. So, we all have, responsibilities and things outside of this game. You need to take stock of your life, to take a good look and be realistic about how much you're willing to invest in terms of time and money. In my opinion, it's not worth it to be good at Yu-Gi-Oh! If it leads to the deterioration of your life outside of the game. This game is our hobby. We play it for pleasure and for fun, and it should add to your life through enjoyment and through experience and not take away from it. Like if Yu-Gi-Oh! Is taking away from you more than it gives you, then maybe it's time to reevaluate your priorities. Now, when I say reevaluate your priorities, like I've actually had to do the same thing myself. So for 2017, 2018, I was competing non-stop. I was in the top 5 ranked players for Worlds points in Europe for pretty much those whole 2 years. And yeah, I was just competing non-stop. But then towards the end of 2018, I had some personal issues, some issues with family, and I had to take a step away from the game. Now, the thing is, I could have probably continued playing, but that would have been at a risk of, my personal life and family life. And yeah, I had to sort of, reevaluate my own priorities and take a break. And I pretty much took a break for about 2 years from serious play. I took a step back. And then now recently in the last 6 months or so, you guys have seen me back in the game playing again, and it feels really, really good to be back. But yeah, as I said, don't be afraid to take a break from the game if you need to. So now you've evaluated your resources. So you should have figured out how much time and how much money you're willing to invest into the game. So the next step from here is to begin playing, practice, learn about your deck, learn about the other meta decks in the format. Acquire new cards. If there's a certain card that's outside of your budget, then find budget alternatives. For example, Forbidden Droplets is pretty expensive right now. Maybe play Forbidden Chalice instead. Or maybe just cut Board Breakers and switch to hand traps if they're cheaper. So, figure out, how to adjust your strategy to the budget that you have and work with it, work with what you've got. There's no point spending time whining about not having X or not having Y. You just focus on what's within your control and just make the most of the hand life has dealt you. So the next step is to make some goals. Make sure they're realistic goals. For example, myself, my first goal was to win my local tournament. And honestly, it was a grind. It was a mission, man. Winning my first local, honestly, it felt harder than winning my first regional. And winning my first local made me happier than winning my first regional. It's kind of crazy how it all works that way. But yeah, just set yourself goals. You can be at a local level, then you can work your way up to regional, then nationals, YCS, and just work your way up from there. Honestly, myself, I won my first local was February 2016. and I didn't expect like in a year and a half, like in summer 2017, to be competing in the World Championships. Like that was a crazy progression, but I was lucky to be in the position I was. But it may take you a long time to be able to reach the place that you want to reach. But don't worry about it. As long as you set your goals, you achieve them one at a time, eventually you'll get there. And also along the way, find friends. Find people that you can travel with, people you can hang with, people you can have fun with, people that can support you, and then you can support them in return. And this is just a side note. Like in general, if you are struggling to find friends and to make friends, then maybe it's time just to, this may sound a bit harsh, but just to look at yourself, look in the mirror and think to yourself, like, am I somebody I would want to be friends with? And if your answer is no, then it's time to go away and do some work on yourself. But yeah, find friends, set goals, and travel together, compete, and hopefully achieve those goals together. That's one of the best ways to do it. Now, it's not going to be easy, all right? Let me tell you, it is not going to be easy whatsoever. Like, you're going to lose, you're going to make mistakes, like you're going to lose constantly as well. Like, for example, when I was first starting out, I used to play with my friend. We used to go to like this little cafe, and I would lose like 10-0. Like literally, I would lose 10 games straight in a row, and I would still come back the next day with the same energy, wanting to play and wanting to win. So just don't let those losses dishearten you. And you're going to make mistakes. And like those mistakes are gonna sting, man. They're gonna hurt, but you need to learn from those mistakes and just keep improving. One step at a time, just keep improving, keep pushing forward. Don't give up. That's the main thing. If this is something you want to do, don't give up, keep pushing, and eventually you will succeed and you will achieve results that you can be proud of. Like I promise you that if you don't give up, if you persevere, you put the time and you put the work in, you will achieve the results that you want to achieve. Now, this is just a side note. Don't let the negative people out there put you down. Don't let negative judgments of others make you feel bad about what you do. Like who cares if you're in your 20s or in your 30s, etc., and you're playing a card game. Like who really cares, man? If people are going to judge you for that, then it reflects poorly on them for basing your character on a hobby that you have. So don't let others bring you down. And just focus on enjoying yourself, having fun playing your hobby, and having a good time with your friends. So don't let those other people bring you down and make you feel bad about what you do. Because I know there's a lot of people out there which like closet Yu-Gi-Oh players, which don't tell their friends about what they do. That's fine. But if you just don't worry about being judged, let them judge you, because at least then you can sort of weed out the people that you don't want to be around. Don't let those people bring you down. So in summary, I think I've covered like the essential components, of what it takes to be good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Like these are like the prerequisites, of what it takes to be good at the game. And this can be applied to any pursuit as well, not just Yu-Gi-Oh! It probably applies to a lot of card games and a lot of things in general. And now, where do you go from here? So from here, like you have plenty of resources. You can go to YouTube, you've got deck profiles, combo videos, online discussions, there are articles as well, online coaching has been really big recently in the game, and you can have someone give you practical help to improve at the game. And there is a massive community out there as well. You've got like Reddit groups, Facebook groups, Discord servers, and then there's the in real life community. You've got plenty of stores, people who are willing to meet up. You just need to go out there, okay? You just remember, be honest with yourself about what you want, find the direction you want to go in, and just make the most of the hand life has dealt you. All right, people, thank you all for watching so far. If you are still watching, let me know by telling me what is your Yu-Gi-Oh goal for 2022. It doesn't have to be like competitive, it can be anything. Building your collection, meeting a voice actor at Comic-Con, or even like doing a cosplay. Whatever your Yu-Gi-Oh goal is for 2022, let me know. If you want to know my goal, I guess my goal is to hopefully have my channel hit 1,000 subscribers. So that's my goal so far for the year. But yeah, let me know what yours is. And if you have any requests for future videos or things you'd like me to discuss, let me know as well. And like and subscribe to support the channel. Take care, guys.